My name is Shannon Cook. I'm a clinical assistant professor in the School of Nursing at Purdue University. There are many benefits to utilizing sunscreen. It's very important in preventing harmful radiation from UVA and UVB rays that come from the sun. We utilize sunscreen to prevent premature aging, to prevent sunburn, and to make sure that we're not doing harmful damage to the skin over time. Sun exposure is typically at its highest intensity during the hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's usually when we see the sun at the highest in the sky. Over time, sun damage can accumulate. However, it can start to happen, like sunburns can start to happen within the first 10 to 15 minutes for those who are specifically sensitive to the sun. For most people, it takes a little bit longer. So ideally you'd want to wear sunscreen every day, but mainly when you're doing outdoor activities for an extended period of time. So think about sitting outside watching a game, exercising outside, of course time spent at the pool or at the beach, but you might also think about things that are a little bit less obvious. So driving in your car for an extended period of time, sitting near a window for longer than an hour or two, you may want to consider wearing sunscreen. Up to 80% of the sun's harmful rays still get through even on a cloudy day, so it's important to make sure that you're still wearing sunscreen even if it's not bright and sunny outside. Ideally, you would want to reapply sunscreen every 2 hours. However, you may need to do it more often than that depending on what activities you're taking part in. If you're swimming, if you're sweating profusely, all of those things matter and may mean that you need to reapply more frequently. It's recommended to wear a broad spectrum sunscreen, which means that it protects against UVA and UVB rays. Typically, we do want to reapply the sunscreen often, so that tends to make a difference as to how effective it is. We want to look for an SPF that's about SPF 30 or higher, given that the percentage of protection at a SPF 30 is around 97%. We see some minimal increases as that SPF goes up by 1 to 2% more, but the biggest jump between protection is from 0 to 30 in the SPF range. Most people think about wearing sunscreen during the summer when they're at the pool and they're spending more time outdoors. However, sunscreen is an important year-round tool to use because we are still getting UVA and UVB rays even during those winter months and the cloudier parts of the year.